So right off the bat for our interactive projection mapping project, our group had a couple criteria that we wanted to meet in the end. And that was that the image that we were projecting was not projected onto a simple flat surface. We really wanted to make something 3D, something that would pop out at you, something that would be aesthetically pleasing for the user. And B, that the project was interactive using sound, whether this be a clap or a snap or somebody's voice or a musical instrument. We really wanted this to be the interactivity. As you can see here, we got started off with stacking some boxes in different designs and shapes to see which one would look the best using the projector. Some designs were a little bit iffy because the projector only, barely got the sides, so the image kind of was distorted. But in the end, we went with this sort of triangular stair shape. After mounting the projector, we went into MadMapper and mapped out some very simple videos of clouds just so we could see exactly what it would look like. MadMapper was a very easy program to see exactly how the finished project would look. After this, we went into Max and started off with our patch. The very first patch that we created used a nice threshold to send a bang to a random number generator through 19, because there was 18 videos altogether on the boxes. This would go into a selector, and as you can see in the patch here, the selector would choose to play one of the 18 videos that was on the boxes. We decided to use JitGL corner pins instead of MadMapper so that we wouldn't have to use Siphon. It was a little complicating in the end, so we decided just to make the patch go through Max. But each video would play as soon as we had a certain threshold hit. And I've got a video of that here.
Sound interactive, so every time I clap, it'll trigger a different video on one of the surfaces to start playback. When it gets all the way through the counter cycle and gets back to the same number, it'll stop the video. So watch.
And so after that, we realized there were some limitations to this. A was that it was boring after a certain amount of time. Not all the videos would play. It would be random, so they'd play at different times, and it wasn't too pleasing to look at. So we wanted to take it one step further, and we kept tweaking the patch until we came up with a patch that would change the frame rate of a video depending on how loud the sound in the mic would be. So we threw a metronome in there with a counter, so this would allow all the videos to play at one time, not just one at a time. Using this same threshold, we ended up pulling a number that would control the frame rate of the video playback. So if the number was higher up, the video would play quicker. And as you can see here, we used the same selector and the same JitGL corner pins. We actually had some issues with the corner pins in the very beginning because they were all coming through the same screen, as you can see here. So it was a tedious process to pull all these videos out separately, but the final product was very pleasing to look at. So that's what we did here, and we were able to use, so you could use somebody's voice or an instrument to control exactly how fast the video will be playing, and we've got that second example here.
We changed it up a little bit. Now the frame rate of the video playback is sound reactive. So if you watch while I play or clap or talk even,